Hello, my friends. In this special edition of Poetry Changes Lives, I want to talk about how a poem calmed me down when I was feeling really angry. I was feeling so mad and furious. It was quite embarrassing. I found two things helped me. Reading a poem that was very calming in itself, and then actually trying to write a little poem myself, just a very short poem. But those two ways of looking at poetry process something in your brain when you're feeling strong emotions, and poetry is all about strong emotions, my goodness, then poetry can really help. Let me demonstrate. The poem that I chose to read when anger was really buzzing through me was a poem I knew from old. It's by William Wordsworth, and my technique was to read it twice, actually. Once quite quickly, really, just to familiarize myself with it, to recognize familiar words, and then I read it again more slowly, thinking about it all, because I wanted to feel like the writer did. He was obviously feeling calm and peaceful. Here's the poem. I'll do that. I'll read it twice. Lines written in early spring by William Wordsworth. It's a lovely poem in itself. I heard 1,000 blended notes while in a grove I sat reclined, in that sweet mood when pleasant thoughts bring sad thoughts to the mind. To her fair works did nature link the human soul that through me ran, and much it grieved my heart to think what man has made of man. Through primrose tufts in that green bower, the periwinkle trailed its wreaths, and 'tis my faith that every flower enjoys the airs it breathes. The birds around me hopped and played, their thoughts I cannot measure, but the least motion which they made, it seemed a thrill of pleasure. In this belief from heaven be sent, if such be nature's holy plan, have I not reason to lament what man has made of man? Well, that's just already I feel calmer in myself just from having read that. And Wordsworth isn't specifically speaking to me and saying calm down, but he just seems to be sitting with me until I calm down, until my nervous system remembers the birds and the peace and the quiet. I'm going to read it again. I heard 1,000 blended notes while in a grove I sat reclined, in that sweet mood when pleasant thoughts bring sad thoughts to the mind. To her fair works did nature link the human soul that through me ran, and much it grieved my heart to think what man has made of man. Through primrose tufts in that green bower, the periwinkle trailed its wreaths, and 'tis my faith that every flower enjoys the air it breathes. The birds around me hopped and played, their thoughts I cannot measure, but the least motion which they made, it seemed a thrill of pleasure. If this belief from heaven be sent, if such be nature's holy plan, have I not reason to lament what man has made of man? And thinking about that, the speaker, William Wordsworth, is saying, man makes misery for man. And it's such a pity because we don't have to get ourselves all worked up. It's so much more simple and sensible to calm down. Animals get angry sometimes when they're provoked, but they always calm down very quickly. And it's as if they know that being angry isn't good for anyone. I know that myself. Deep down, I don't want to be angry. Anger is a choice. It's always a choice. We may say to another person, "You make me angry," but that's a child's response. Children always blame someone else for their emotions, but it doesn't actually work like that. It's what our way of thinking that affects our emotions, and we don't need to think angry thoughts. Anger is a choice. So give yourself a break and calm down. And there is another technique you can use to help yourself calm down, which I've used many times. Actually writing a little poem. It doesn't have to be a long poem. Actually writing a poem about what's happened, the person or the event that has made you angry as you perceive it. It's a great way of processing that strong emotion. So let me demonstrate. Perhaps I'm feeling angry about a person that hasn't listened to me or laughed at me, perhaps. So step one is to name that feeling. Don't try to explain it, just state the fact. I am angry with you. Say that. You can say it inside your head, or better still, to the person. But if the person isn't there, simply say it to yourself. I am angry with you. Then name the wound it's